I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Saviour in a Baptist church many years ago. Prior to that, I'd lived a very self-centred and godless lifestyle, probably much like the prodigal son in Luke chapter 15. Only I didn't have an inheritance to waste, but quite the opposite. I was actually financially struggling, very much so. I didn't have a permanent place to live. I'd made some very bad choices and decisions in life, and so life at that particular time for me wasn't going really great. In fact, my life was quite a mess, and I felt that I was really not going anywhere at that particular time. And in desperation, one night in 1981, I actually got down on my knees and prayed a prayer like, please help me, God, because my life is out of control. I just don't seem to be going anywhere, and I just can't see any future the way my life is going. Now, at that time, I wasn't a Christian. I had been brought up in the Catholic religion and been through the Catholic system, so I had a head knowledge of God. I hadn't had accepted Jesus as my Lord and Saviour at that time. So I basically prayed a prayer for help that night, and remarkably, amazingly, that week the Lord led me to a church. It was a little Baptist church, and I'd never noticed that church before until that day when the Lord showed it to me. And I must have driven past there dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of times the years preceding. I knew in my heart that I had to go and visit that church for some reason at that stage. The next Sunday morning I waited till the service started, and then I snuck in the very back row, thinking I could dash out the door if it didn't go too well, or I didn't know what to expect at that time. Anyway, the church service finished and I got up and I was going to bolt for the door because it was the longest church service I possibly thought that could ever happen. God had other plans apparently, and a guy got in my way. He put his hand on my shoulder, a large friendly guy, and said, "And where do you think you're going, Sonny?" And engaged me in some friendly, easy talk and just put me at ease. And I was impressed with the way his genuine concern for me was at that time. It was enough to get me to come back the following Sunday, just knowing that there was someone there who just sort of showed some love and care for me. And as I got to know and make friends in the church with other people, I just continued to keep coming along. Actually, for the next 20 years. Within a few months, I'd met Julie from a friend at the church. We became engaged about 12 months later, and then about 18 months later, we got married. We were blessed with 2 wonderful sons. I had the privilege of serving on the diaconate. We both coordinated the Sunday school and the youth group. We were baptised together, and we ran a home Bible study group for quite a few years. And I believe it was the love that was shown to me and the pastor at the time who encouraged me and helped me to make a decision and accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Saviour. So I want to say, just in finishing, it doesn't matter where you've been in life, what you're struggling with, or what you've done, our God, our wonderful God, is more than able to help us through the struggles and difficulties we have in life. And He will answer, I believe He answers heartfelt and honest prayers. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives. He who seeks finds. To him who knocks the door will be opened.